Hey everyone, it's the Makeup Jeannie, and today I will be using the Rose Gold by Makeup Revolution. Rose Gold Chocolate by Makeup Revolution. No, I'm not. Never am. And I'm also pretty much, never satisfied in the end. Even though most of the time it does turn out, fairly decent. This is not going to be too wild of a look after seeing the colors here. But we are going to start with let me see. I'm gonna start with this color here. It doesn't have a name or anything. I already stuck my finger in it. Okay. Oh, it is very pigmented. This blended out, and I apologize if y'all can hear my son again. He's noisy. I'm still waiting to hear back from the insurance company as to whether or not they're going to pay for my surgery. And then I still have to decide, do I want to have this surgery? I know I would see so much better. But with the weight gain, weight loss, and different things, the steroids, different things, it's kind of, generally I can look up and you can sometimes, not generally, sometimes you can still see the lid as I poke myself in the eye. But when my eyes are tired, or like when I looked up, now that hood is way down. And they did the little test where they held up my eyes and checked everything, and yeah, they said I definitely could see better when I think it's called a field vision test. First they tape down one eye and let me do with the other, and then while that one's still closed, then they tape this one up so that there's no hood in the way. Anyway, yeah, they did it and it worked. Okay, now I'm going in, I'm gonna darken up with, I probably should have went with those brown tones. It was really pretty. I'm going to go in with this one here. It's pinker or more mauve-y on the palette than in the camera. So hopefully we'll see how it looks on the eyes. Okay, I'm bringing it into the corners, the far outer corner of my lid. And down. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to go in with a much smaller, fine pencil brush. This is the Morphe E36, and I am going to go into the shade that was right next to it, which is this one here. I picked up a lot just now. We're just going to try to I don't want the shade to be that brown necessarily. So I will probably end up going back over it with the pink. I'm just trying to get this all a tiny bit darker. All right, my foundation today is the L'Oreal True Match in the Alabaster C1. The concealer that I used was the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the Fair, no, I didn't use the Fair 04. I used Fair 00, which is basically the white. And then I used a little bit of the Pacifica for some contour. Then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's not the actual palette, this is just the slide case for it, but the Aurora Glow Kit for the highlighter. I'm just going to go back in. I'm not even putting more shade on it. Just go back over that. Now this one, I will put a little of that first color back. We're going to fade that up towards the top of my eye. Fade it, blend it, whatever you want to call it. No, still not quite. Happy with that right there now. Now I am going to go with, I think, I'm not 100% sure. Let me grab my, where's my little flat brush? Here it is. Okay, let me clean that real quick. Alright, I'm going to grab this Pellist shade here and the whole thing, which is a maybe cream or vanilla color. I'm going slight. Very light-handed onto the inner corner. On the lid, but towards the end. It's not on the outer corner. Okay. Now, I put that on my hand and it's already dried up. Because you can see the backdrop just moving around because there's a big old fan above me. I mean, we're pushing 100 degrees outside. So it's pretty darn hot. Alright, I'm not sure which one I want to use. Let me take a peek. That's really pretty. I'm not 100% sold that that's the color that I want. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. I put some of the what I use to wet my brush is I always just grab the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, because it's usually what I have handy lying around. Okay, I got my little brush damp. I'm going to go in with, I gotta be careful because the water's going to run out now. Okay, I'm going to go in with this color right there. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this color here on the inner part of my bottom lid and towards the inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to take that same color I just put on the inner part of my shade, that is not, on the, I'm going back into the very, no, I'm not. I'm making up stories now. I'm going into this creamy color that I had originally put on the lid, barely. I'm going to go up into the brow bone with that. Again, pretty light-handed though. Okay, now the color I just put on this inner corner on the brush, I'm going right up just putting a tiny bit at the top of the eye into the hairline of the brow. I'm going to do the inner corner of the eye with it as well, because it is a pretty light color, the ones that was down. Not as light as I would normally go, but I think for my look it's going to be okay. For some reason, I feel like it's just not quite dark enough in a few spots, so I'm going to go back into the darker rose mauve color. Try to. I was trying to be, again, pretty specific where I'm putting this. From a distance. Oh no, it just looks so different in there. Oh no. Because if you know these colors, I mean, they're very pinky tones. And they are just definitely not coming off the color that they are. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll make it work. We will definitely make it work. Okay. I am going to go in now because I'm not satisfied with the bottom portion. I'm going to take this gold and I'm going to pop it right in the center of the lid. Okay, I don't want to bore y'all with the eyeliner. Can't even talk. I don't want to bore y'all with the eyeliner and everything else, so I'm going to shut the camera off. Do the I'm going to shut the camera off, do the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the eyeliner, the lipstick, but maybe not necessarily in that order. So, alright, well, I will be back shortly. Alright, everyone, here is the finished look. This eyelash is giving me problems again. It didn't want to go to the right spot back here, so it's actually, I think, attached to my actual eyelashes, not the eye. Now it's watering up in the corner here. So, what is my saying? Y'all know what I always say, it is what it is. It's gonna end up being what it's gonna be. So, okay, but this is it. I took off the blue bandana since my hair was already a mess and just put on my regular hair thing that pulls my hair back, because at least this way it's not smushed down up under it. It's a little fluffier. Yeah, you can really tell I cut the back off now. Well, that pulled it up too because it was up under my hair. But alright, I didn't realize at first, I knew a sheet fell out when I did the eyes, but there is names to these. So again, my eyes today was the Rose Gold Chocolate by Revolution, Makeup Revolution London. I always say Revolution twice. Alright, so the colors that I used, their names are Side Chick, Backup Plan, Uh-oh, and yeah, uh-oh, I just stuck my finger in it. And then at the top I used Dirty Rich and Luxe. And then I used Barbie was the inner pink color. So that is it. Like I said, they are a bit more rose-y pink color in the palette than they are on my eyes. Uh-oh. Now my eye is starting to dry and there is... It made glue come off and stick my eyelashes down. Okay. That is too funny. Okay. The glue, because of the water, and yes, it did, it came off again. From my eye watering, made the glue come down and it's made these eyelashes stick. So now my eyeliner and everything is just all messed up because I can never stay perfect. Not that I ever am. Okay, the cheek blush was CoverGirl color. Don't know, it doesn't have a color, yes. Plumberry Glow 140. Alright, and for my lips I put down the Red Door Red by Elizabeth Arden first, and then second I used CoverGirl. Oh, these are not CoverGirl. I apologize. I knew better than that. It just because the cheek blush was CoverGirl. These are Maybelline. This is Mesmerizing Magenta 680. That went down second. And then third I used color 376 Pink for Me. And that was the last color that I used. The foundation again was the True Match L'Oreal Super Blendable Makeup. This is Alabaster C1. I used the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I did not put brow gel on. I completely forgot. I did use setting powder though. Setting spray by the Smashbox Photo Primer Water. Finished, and I think that is about it. So here's the eyes again. Try not to get a close-up of this eyelash. All right. Y'all have a beautiful, lovely evening.